So here we go, we are recording. Welcome back everybody, hope you guys are okay. Just remember, if you want to be present in the live stream, then it's 5:30 p.m. GMT 0, that's the 0 time zone. This is the time and date, and if you really want to be sure when I will be going live, then just remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, because I do my notifications each and every day, so that at least you know when to tune in. Now, I'm so sorry, I need to turn this thing down. I thought I had it muted. There we go. All right. So I'm really sorry. So unprofessional of me. All right. So yeah, what are we looking at? We're looking at the Bitcoin chart, of course. Bitcoin chart has been doing really great on a longer term already. So yeah, right now we are hitting that 57,000 area, the next area of resistance. And now, of course, we want to get ready for both scenarios. Is the price going to go up? Is it going to go down? You know, you can have your opinions and your biases and your expectations. All those things are really good, but you never ever know for sure. So what we're going to do is just reanalyze this entire situation. We're going to have a look at the potential areas of resistance, how far the resistance will reach, and which areas we need to see get broken for this thing to be healthy. And on the downside, if we were to reject this area, how far can it go, which could be the potential areas of support. And that's what we are going to do right after the intro. All right, so sit tight. Oh yeah, coffee makes the world go around, right? So, all right, where are we gonna get started? First things first, I'm going to clear out the chart because we want to start fresh. Maybe I'm gonna leave this for now, and I'm going to clear this off as well. So, of course, you know, first things first, everybody is looking at the upside. How high does this thing need to fly in order to be healthy? Well, first things first, what I do notice is right here, 3 areas of bearish divergence already. Okay, so potentially this is a sign of potential little bit of a pullback or a correction to the downside. Now, for this entire thing to be healthy, because we do have our bullish divergence right over here, the thing that needs to happen is that we need to see this area on the RSI get broken together with the price action. Right now, the price still is just setting a lower high, so potentially continuation to the downside, right? But if the price starts to break at least this area being 57,050, then of course it's gonna have to keep going until the RSI level here gets broken, because otherwise another bearish divergence, so you know it's not gonna fly. Okay, so let's do some calculations. Let's see if this bullish divergence is going to hold and if it's gonna be confirmed. So over here we have on the RSI 73.94, so let's make it 74 or 73.9. Let's be gentle. Okay, let's be gentle and friendly. So this would suggest that price would need to break 59,000 for continuation to be in order. Okay, so let's just mark this off. Maybe we want to do it like this. Oh, and it's rewards time. So yeah, if you guys already know how this works, go to get.instant.com and be ready to fill out your codes. Those are free tokens courtesy of yours truly. So we got 59. 65 is okay for me. Good. All right, and the code is WO-FSZN0. So have some free tokens if you're in that game. Cool. And 6 more people watching the playbacks. This is really cool, guys, but it's much better if you're in the live portion, because at least you will be able to ask your questions, have a conversation, talk with some people from the chat. And at the end of the video, I always do a recap of the entire structure and situation. So, you know, you're not missing a lot, and it's a lot more fun, you know. So, this is why I'm doing those live streams, you know. If otherwise I could just as well make a video, post a video, and you know, then be done with it. But not really my style. So yeah, here we go. Now for the downside. The downside. Where would we judge continuation to be in order? So if price goes down and we see it pull back. Basically, number one, as long as we don't make a lower low, it would be okay. But it's not only that. It's not only the lower low over here, but also on the RSI level. Because imagine, if we make a lower low and maintain a higher low on the RSI, well, there you go. That's bullish divergence. And this would just be more accumulation, so that we have more strength to see the price go up. So logically, we are going to analyze and see how far this RSI level would lead us. And this would be 37 point, let's go 37.8 because it's on the low side. 37.8. And we have a range of wow, this is not a large range. So yeah, just $100. Okay. So potentially an area that is easy to break. This is not always a good thing. See how thin this area is. This is really a very thin crust. So yeah, now seeing how already this low over here broke these and these, the next area of interest is going to be this mess over here. So this means basically if we see price dip below the 54,300 over here, if we see price dip below this, then potentially we are going to see prices come down, at the very least, to any of these large volume nodes. I don't think it's going to be a real breakdown, but I do believe that we are going to see a larger correction if this doesn't continue to the upside, or at least if it doesn't just bounce, gets picked up, and create what you would call a rising triangle. So this is actually the formation that we're hoping to see if we are on the bullish side of things, because that's the one that we are building right now. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do it. I'm going to go with the lowest ones because they're all more or less packed together, or maybe we can do an average. So 31.3, 31.3, 33. How far does this go? 33.2. Let's go with 32. Let's go with 32. Let's see what this gives us. So, yep, just as is expected, this would put us in a range right at the large volume node. So let's do it like this, a little bit higher. That doesn't matter. It's okay. So yeah, you know what? I'm going to color code these things. Make this one the green one, the jolly green giant. And this one can remain the red one. Perfect. And maybe we don't even need this one anymore, because potentially, you know, this is very logical. If we were to break, let's say over here below the 43,000, this would be the continuation of the bigger trend, being the one over here going from high to low to lower high and breaking this one over here. That would be your new lower low, and this is where the long macro trend is actually going to be confirmed to the downside. Okay, but this doesn't mean that you need to be holding on to the hot potato until we're all the way down here. Okay, so how should you play this? In my opinion, if you are already in a long, or if you are trying to long, number one, we're gonna have to be looking at this situation over here as one formation. And maybe I'm already going to remove this. We are one step further ahead, right over here. Something like this. All right. So, what do you know, guys? What have I said in the past? Rising triangles usually are a good sign, and they are usually respected, and they have a large chance of breaking to the upside. But when is that? It's not after a dump, because after a dump, when we see a rising channel, usually it means that price is not able to break through support, through the resistance, and we are going to see a dead cat bounce. Okay, so after a dump on the bottom, a rising triangle, usually, not always, but usually not a good sign. But after a rise up, like here, like we are having here, if and when we start seeing and forming a rising triangle and it holds, then the more it holds, the further it holds down the line, the stronger it gets, and eventually price is going to break to the upside. And why is that? It's because every time the price gets bought up on a higher level, on a higher level, on a higher level. Okay, so also shorters, people who are short, have less and less opportunity to get out. So eventually, when they are going to drop their shorts, because on the way up is usually where the people are going to start looking for shorts. But the more they realize that the price is never going to come back to break even, more shorters are going to drop their position. And this is actually by doing an action equal as longing. So they are going to also start pushing the price further up, and then we get this strong continuation to the upside. Okay, so all things considered, we are looking at a very nice and healthy formation. Okay, I'm not here to feed the moon boys, but you know, you have to call a cat by its name. You have to call a cow by its name, right? So how should you play this? I think the safest thing to do right now is to use this area over here as your turning point. Okay, let's call it 54,200. If price starts to move down below the 54,200, this is where I would at least close a large portion of my shorts, or maybe even try to hedge my position in some way, because eventually it's going to dip down to the next levels, and the next levels are sitting over here at 50,800. Then there is one at more or less 49,200, and everything below becomes, yeah, potentially possible, but harder and harder to play. So let's even color code them differently. Let's make this one yellow, this one orange, and this one red. Okay, so how should we see this? As long as price remains above this area, then maybe the triangle is going to be broken a little bit more sideways, but eventually price gets bought up. Okay, so as long as we are above this yellow zone, everything is looking really, really nice, fine, and dandy. If price dips in the orange zone, potentially could still be good, but there is at least gonna be one area of resistance that is going to push price down at least for one more try. If by any chance we dip over here, same story, but then there's going to be more areas of resistance. Okay, same thing if we even break here. As long as we don't close below this area, chances still are potentially there to recover. So the way I see this, these are like your danger zones. Okay, here is 0 danger. Here is 1 degree of danger. Here we're talking about 2 degrees of danger. Here is your 3rd degree, and here is your 4th degree. Okay, does that make sense? So now it's up to you to think about how you are going to set up your strategies. My opinion, there is no need to hold on to a large portion of my long below this yellow area. Why? Just because, like I said, there is going to be a confirmation where at least I will have the chance to get back in. Okay, if we are in the 3rd zone over here, I will not be holding on to anything. Okay, my break-even area is let's see, on my on my Bybit account, my break-even is right now sitting at 50,000. Okay, so my position is sitting at 50,000. So for me, closing my long here at 50,800 is not an issue at all. I will still be in profit, and if price gets rejected here, starts to bounce back up, then at least we are going to have a very strong reconfirmation signal, and this is where I'm just gonna buy the dip again. Okay, same thing for the 4th zone. The 4th zone, I would actually not even be too much in a hurry, because same thing is going to happen. We are going to see a confirmation, maybe a rejection and a retest of the lower area, just because we broke through a whole series of levels of areas of potential support. And once we break through support and we go to the next level, we enter a new area of resistance. Okay, so we get resistance, that support that turns into resistance. Okay, I don't think this is, I hope this is not something new that I'm saying right here, but this is how you should plan your moves, in my opinion, for this entire structure. And then again, of course, if price manages to break the 59,000, I do have my long, but at this area over here, me personally, I would even add up to my long, just jump on the breakout, because then we are literally in price discovery mode. And yeah, you know, even over here, just breaking the all-time high at 58,200 would already be a green light for me. But just to be safe, I would just wait until the candle closes above the green area and then just set a conditional at the high of that candle. If the price breaks that candle, it's full momentum to the upside. But sometimes it happens that price just dips down and just finds some support over here again and then goes for the big move. So it's all about planning how you are going to set up for potential moves and try to find a way that you don't get in too early so you don't get burned. All right. So yeah, this is more or less it for Bitcoin. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to start making my streams a little bit shorter because I'm under the impression that having videos of an hour and hour and a half is just too much. So let's take a quick look at the dominance and what do you know? Over here, the dominance had a major breakout. All right, so yeah, potentially this could come in line with Bitcoin doing, the bullish thing, and more people who have been turning over to the altcoins are dumping their altcoins for Bitcoin because, everybody wants to be on the winning side. And yeah, obviously there are a lot of day traders flipping from altcoins to Bitcoin, which is a really good thing. If you manage to play those short balls, then sometimes you can make some really good profit. For me, that's a little bit too hot-blooded. I just stick to Bitcoin. But yeah, which altcoins are still looking good? It looks like Digibyte is still doing okay. Yeah, Digibyte, yeah, potentially continuation to the upside, which is beautiful. Kyber Network. Ooh, Kyber Network, if you own Kyber, please dump it because this is not going to keep going. IOTA. Ooh. Well, it's on the fence. It's really, really, really on the fence. Oh, it does look major league good. Yeah, if the candle wishes, if the candle can close like this, beautiful, strong continuation. I've been reading a lot of progress on the IOTA project, so yeah, this thing could be real. This could keep going. Awesome. Well, last thing, the dollar. Let's look at the dollar and what has the dollar been doing. The dollar has had a good run. But, sadly enough, right here, this is a stopping of the momentum. Oh, and we do have some more free tokens. If you like some tokens, it's WO-DNKX3. So let's turn back to the dollar. I do believe that the dollar is at least up for some sideways. I wouldn't say game over completely yet. I know this is just a 1 hour chart. Maybe the 5-hour chart, yeah, could get picked up some more. But yeah, over here we called it. There was going to be at least some pullback. Nothing goes up forever. Now, yeah, let's see how far it drops because potentially there is a lot of potential for bullish divergences. Over here already is one potential bullish divergence right here coming from this area over here. So this is looking, not too bad, just your next opportunity. And for that same token, let's look at E-mini futures, the ESP thingy. And yeah, let's see who the winner is going to be. Right now, E-mini futures is also looking rather good. So yeah, Which one is going to break, the dollar or the traditional markets? This is the quiz for today. So to wrap things up, Bitcoin, potentially a strong chance that it keeps going. If not, we go down to any of these levels. You can see them being marked off over here. Let me zoom this in a little bit for you so you see it more clearly. And there we go. So on the high end, area to break would be, in my opinion, 59,000. 59,000, closing above 59,000, really good for continuation to the upside. Then on the downside, going down and breaking out of the rising triangle that we're seeing here, my first area of or warning zone would be the 54,200. That's this one over here. Once we get below this, it's down to the next levels around the $52,000 and the $51,000. If those get rejected, it's going to become harder for price to really recover in one move. There's going to be lots of bounces, some sideways, maybe sideways south. But the area that really confirms the long-term downtrend, that would be your $43,000. And this is it for today, guys. I hope you will be able to make some nice profit with this information. Tomorrow, Friday, we are going to do that same thing at 5:30 p.m. UTC, so that's the 0 time zone, remember that. Also, please guys, before you log out, remember to hit the like button, and if you want to know exactly when I will be streaming live, then hit the subscribe and hit the bell notification. It does help a lot, not only for the YouTube algorithm, but also for me potentially, because you know it feels being valued with the content that I'm trying to push out there. I'm really trying to give you guys as much useful information for you to become better traders. I'm not here to spoon feed people and say exactly what they have to do. I just want to show you how I come to my conclusions, and if I'm wrong, I will also be man enough to admit it and to say it out loud. I have done it in the past. It's not a big issue because even the best traders make mistakes. It's just the nature of the beast. But then again, learning how to handle your mistakes, how to get out of a mistake, even in profit and stuff, is a skill that you can learn. And this is where our strategies prime over just being aces at technical analysis. So this is why I also gave you a little bit of information with those different levels, how you need to see them so that you can potentially think about your own strategies, how you are going to play this. Because if you are in a long since, let's say, for the 46,000, you know, your strategy is going to be completely different than mine. Okay, so this is why I can't tell you exactly what to do, why you need to make these decisions for yourself. But long story short, guys, feel free to drop into the live stream. It's always a lot of fun when a lot of people are in the live session. Ask your questions, make it a conversation. It's something I really enjoy. But on that note, guys, I am going to shut this thing off. You have your levels over here. Maybe take a screenshot. This could be easy and valuable. Yeah, Bram, you're very welcome. You know, it's really fun to have had you in the live stream. And yeah, let's hope we get some more masses for the next time. I don't know what it is this week. It's just, you know, it's a nice uptrend, and, you know, everybody's feeling safe. You know, who's to blame? I can understand this. This was an easy thing to trade, but right now, here comes the big Mac Daddy, the big decision, the turnaround point. And yeah, I hope everybody will make a good play on this. All right. So thank you very much, guys. I will see you tomorrow, same time, same channel. Crypto never sleeps and we never stop. Thank you very much. Bye bye.